completely, here's me on the table, take me as I am. God, I'm such a dork. Hello everybody, my name is Deanna Christine and welcome to my channel. What is the ultimate goal that I want to pursue for my life? And again, it always comes back to my love of reading and my love of writing. So I am going to go ahead and have a series here on YouTube where I am going to chronicle my journey to being a published author. What that means, that's what all the journey's all about, whether that's self-published, traditional published, that's all part of this wonderful journey that I'm going to embark on, and I really hope you will come with me on that journey. So I already have a blog that I will link below in the description called Deanna Christine's Corner, where I have posted such things as some book reviews and where I've written such things as just some posts about being an aspiring novelist and about writing and my journey. And it really, to be completely transparent and honest with everyone, I didn't put it into YouTube yet because I feel like that's holding myself a bit more to the flames. Public speaking was one of my worst things in school. I did not like getting up and speaking in front of people. Many projects I avoided as much as possible, having to speak in front of a class. Story time in grade 9, the drama teacher wanted us to do is all stand in a line, and one by one we were going to step forward and give an example of a talent that we have. So here I am, little shy, awkward, very quiet Deanna, having no idea what to say for my talent. I barely knew myself back then, little 13, 14-year-old Deanna. So I sat there and racked my brain. I got really anxious. I even moved back, let other people go ahead of me who seemed to know what they were gonna show off for their talent. And I sat there and I racked my brain, thinking of all those eyes at me. And when it was my turn to get up and present what my talent was, I literally did this. Yay! I just froze. That is how bad I am at public speaking and getting in front of people. I just completely would blank. Now, of course, as I've matured and gotten older, gotten a little more secure with myself, one of my biggest weaknesses was public speaking. So I've been able to pull from other people what they kind of do to present themselves and put themselves out there. And I started acquiring some of those skills myself to the point that now I can do public speaking in a way, especially in like a meeting or something like that, especially when I don't have to be front facing, cameras off, and I can just speak. I can definitely put that out a lot more, to the point that there was actually a little bingo that went around my work environment, and so many of the responses came back as, enjoys public speaking, this girl, complete opposite. But I was like, wow, that's how great I am at pretending to like this, that people actually think I do like this. Yay! That's exactly just how much I have pushed myself out of my comfort zone to really put myself. So getting this out on YouTube and just putting this side of myself there, I'm gonna push myself outside my comfort zone and see this through. So now we can get back to regular Deanna. It has not been something. So why do I have a YouTube channel? Because I'm trying to push myself out of that comfort zone. I'm trying to grow as a person and really see maybe where I'm missing. And the nice thing about YouTube is I'm able to do it from the comfort of my own home. Yes, I know eventually hopefully, lots and lots of people might watch this, depending on how well the algorithm maybe treats it. But eventually, that's the goal, is you put the video out there for people to watch it. And that's scary sometimes. That's a lot to put yourself out there and open yourself up to internet bullies, to mean comments, to things that people say and think. And as I said, it's not my strong suit. My strong suit is in written form. I'm very good at writing and being able to let the words flow off my fingers, sentence structure, all that good stuff, grammar. I'm great at it when it comes to written format because I can think about it and make sure that it's the best product that I put out. When it comes to speaking, sometimes those words don't always come out, and Deanna doesn't always make sense when she speaks. So this is definitely a chance, like I said, to push myself out of that comfort zone. And it's really a chance to grow as a person, as I said, and it's part of that fear that's holding me back. Part of the fear that has really stopped me from pushing those dreams and making them a reality is the fear of what happens when it comes true. So this is that chance to push myself out there and see where it goes. So, as I mentioned, I'm writing a book. I've already started. I've already gotten 10,000 words down in my approximate goal of 70 to 80,000 words. I've hit 70,000 as the low end, but really it could go 80, 90,000 depending on how many words. I'm actually hoping to make it a full series, but of course, that's all part of this journey. I've never officially written a book before. I've never officially had a book published. I'm putting that right out there for all of you to know. This is a whole new experience for me. I've started writing books, and like many, many aspiring authors before me, gets to a certain point and you push the book aside, or life comes up, priorities come up, and other things happen and it never gets finished. I've only ever really officially finished one book, and just like I mentioned in my blog post, if you want to check that out, it was more of a retelling of my own life story. So it's not something that's growing from my imagination and that I have to make sure there's a certain plot and character development and everything like that. It was literally just a chance for me to get out some of my past, of what I had gone through and experienced from a child up to about an adult time. So it was really a book that I didn't need it to fit some of those plot points and fit some of those fiction beats that need to be met. It was nonfiction, so it was really just telling my story. Whereas now, this is going to be a different type of telling of a story. This is something that started in my imagination. It came to me, and I'm going to go with it until it becomes a full product on a page in a book. Like that's exciting, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. The genre that my book seems to fit under, the category, is young adult. So it's going to be young adult fiction, and the main character is Ira. So I am trying to build out Ira, find out where she is in her world, get some world building going on, find out who her main other characters are within her story, who is connected to Ira, what's driving her story, what are her desires, what are her fears, what is all of that stuff that makes Ira Ira, and how is she going to use those to embark on this journey that she's going to go on in this book. Something's got to happen for it to actually be interesting and someone want to actually pick it up and read it. So I am going through all of that, and I'm going to chronicle as much as I can without giving away any plot points or spoilers or twists or turns or anything like that. I want to keep some of that quiet just because eventually I want to put that out there, have people buy this book. So I don't want to give away the whole story, but I will go through what I'm going through while I'm writing it, what I'm thinking, maybe some of the things I have to consider and think about that are going to affect my book or affect my writing ability. So talking about that, one of the first things I had to do was get back to basics. And what that means is I had to really learn how to write effectively. Like I candidly said, I'm not an author right now, at least not a published one. So I never gone through that ability to learn about what makes a book good. Like I've never officially learned that. I've only learned it based on my own learnings of what I like in books, what I love reading in books, because I love books. Where's Deanna? She's sitting on the couch with a green apple in her hand reading a book. That was me growing up. I am a lover of reading. It's just part of who I am. Hey, Disney character, which Disney character do you think I am? I'll give you one guess. Belle. Hello, anyone who loves books automatically gets Belle because we all want Belle's library. So yes, I am your stereotypical book nerd. I have a book in my bag, my purse, at all times, goes with me everywhere. I am a book nerd. It's nice to meet you all. But that is who I am. I love reading books. So now it's that ability to push myself out, like I said, of my comfort zone, because ever since I was an itty bitty little girl and I first read the Babysitter's Club books. Anyone remember those from the 80s, 90s? Who didn't love Babysitter's Club? I read those and I wanted to be Anne M. Martin, and I wanted to put my creative thoughts and ideas into a series that sells for millions and makes people happy and able to escape whatever going on in their life and sit down and curl up with a book. That was what I wanted to do. So it was something that really was a secret dream of mine, maybe not so secret to some people that knew me, but it was something I wanted to do. I just didn't have the guts to do it. I was too scared and too shy, too timid to take that leap and really go for it. So I've spent way too many years of my life avoiding a part of me that really wants to get out, that really wants to take on this adventure and see where it takes me. I have to go for it. Now's the time. And to be able to make sure I'm not setting myself up for failure, setting myself up for success, I had to look at it on how am I approaching this? Because I tried this a few years ago to be, like I said, completely, here's me on the table, take me as I am. I tried this a couple years ago and life got in the way. I had big dreams. I think I was just writing my own book at that time, but I had big dreams and really wanted to go for it. And really, I went too hard, too fast, and didn't let reality actually set in. And so what I did is I set up a really ambitious goal, especially with having a full-time job and being a mother to 3 children that live in my home and all of that comes with that. I thought, I'm gonna write every single day. Every single day, I'm going to put pen to paper or keyboard to screen, and I'm going to have a fantastic book within a few months, or however long it's gonna take me to hit about 50,000 was my goal at the time. Life came in, and like I said, I was going pretty good for a while. Sure, because anytime in the beginning, it's fun, it's exciting, it's good to go. And then life hit in, and boom, full-time job hit in. And even shortly after that too, boom, 2020 hit in. We all know how fun 2020 was. And so that really ambitious goal of writing about, I think I had a goal of like 1,100 words every single day. Yeah, that went right out the window, and because I couldn't maintain it. I could not sit there and write every single day. It just wasn't gonna happen. And because I missed a day, it then became 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and it snowballed from there, because then the guilt started kicking in and the shame and the self-doubt crept in, and I was like, well, clearly I can't do this. So I wasted about 2 years of not writing because I was too scared that I hadn't achieved this really ambitious goal that I set for myself. This time, I'm being a lot nicer to myself. I am realizing I am not Superwoman. I cannot do everything that makes my household run, that makes sure I fulfill my obligations for my full-time, pay the bill job. I need to be a bit kinder to myself and realize that was a big goal and it didn't take into account any of my mental health, maybe not really feeling like it, sick days, kids issues, appointments, all of that comes with life. It did not take into account my actual life. So this time, like I said, I went back to basics and I sat down and I really thought to myself, what is an actual schedule that could work and will work? I also used a couple tools to help me get to this, which I will talk about. Maybe I'll even elaborate more in a later video. Psst, I'd never heard of Scrivener before, or at least I never used it. What kind of author was I? Exactly, like I came to this not knowing anything. I didn't even know what Scrivener was. So really, I used some of those tools that I now had, and I made sure I had set up to really look at my life, my priorities, everything going on, and realize, well, writing is going to be a big priority. It's not the main priority of my life. My kids, myself, my job, those have to be the main priorities right now. But how can I keep it so that at least it's a mid to high level priority for those days when I can get it done? And I sat down and I thought, well, I definitely know these kind of days work for me because I get every third Monday off. So that's going to be a day that I can use to sit down and put some pen to paper. And I laid out a schedule for myself so that I'm going to work Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That will leave me Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, all day Sunday, to not touch writing. Yes, I kind of broke that rule already on last Sunday because I did do some stuff, but I didn't actually write. But I did do some brainstorming and plotting and things like that. So of course I have to be flexible with that. I have to realize I've been on vacation all this week. That's why I have the energy to do this and to make it happen. But that's not going to be every week going forward. Real work, 40-hour a week work is going to get in the way again. And I'm going to have to adjust myself and be flexible and be patient with myself and allow myself days when writing isn't there and days when, yes, I want to write. So I think based on my understanding of myself and kind of having that come to Jesus moment with myself, that those days will work better for me. And so far, I have 10,000 words written in 1 week. Maybe to some authors, that's not a lot. Maybe some authors are like, shh, I do that in 2 days. To me, with my schedule, my life, everything going on, and where I was previously, that's a big thing. That's a big thing to celebrate. I even have gotten a happy planner, which maybe you know about it, but hello, my name is Deanna, and I'm a happy planner-aholic. I discovered these in my journey to learn more about how to plan out writing and all this. Heart Breathings, a YouTuber here on YouTube, uses her happy planner to plot her novels, and I saw a couple others that really use their happy planners in regards to planning out social media and writing schedules and reading and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need one of these. I have a whole blog post that I wrote, and again, maybe I'll elaborate more on this in another video, but this is my happy planner. And what I did is I have scheduled it out. I just got it about a week ago, but I have scheduled it so that, boom, look at that. Yesterday, which was Friday, I wrote 5,551 words, and every single one of these stickers, these little star stickers, is 500 words. So I got 11 stickers on that day. And I think that's just so much fun. And I love this idea because I think that it's really gonna motivate me to wanna get these stickers and be like, hey, I need to meet my writing obligation today because I need stickers. And it just makes it really fun. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and show you little updates on this. Like I said, I've been doing it on my blog. If you want to go ahead and read my blog. If you just don't like reading though and you'd rather just me be speaking at you, of course there is accessibility, sometimes issues too with that, then I completely understand, and I will try to take as much of my blog as I can into this to really make sure that I'm meeting both. But I really thank you for your time today. Literally, middle of recording this, husband calls, he needs to be picked up. See, like I said, I've got other priorities going on. I've got other things going on in my life. So my writing time has to be able to reflect my actual real time that I have to sit and write. But I really hope, as you can see, August, I've got lots of days where I've put little stickers to say, this is when you're writing, this is when you're writing, Deanna. So I really hope that with this going, with pretty stickers and Happy Planner to motivate me and ideas and the ability to go through YouTube and check out other authors and see what they've done and take all of that and compile it all for myself, that this is going to be my year. This is when I will be successful. I'm also doing all of this right now, end of July, because I want to set a good habit and a good precedence for myself to be ready for NaNoWriMo. Anyone that doesn't know NaNoWriMo, National November Writing Month, I believe it stands for. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it down below, or I'll put it right here if I can, somewhere on the screen. I will say what it actually stands for, NaNoWriMo. It's something that happens, I do know it is something that happens every November. The whole month of November, you write 50,000 words. That is your goal. Whatever kind of story it is, I think that's all dependent on the author. I'll have to get more information on that, sign up for it, all that good stuff. But that is my goal. I did want to try it a couple years ago, but like I said, fear kicked in, everything just kicked in, and I went off the map. But this year, I am here, standing tall, and November is my birth month. I am a November baby. So having NaNoWriMo be in November, it's like, hello, Deanna, it's your birth month. You are a writer, aspiring or whatever. Do it. Do it. The universe is screaming at me. Take this time, enjoy your birth month, and write 50,000 words this year. So that's what I'm going to do, is I am going to take up that challenge, and I want to set some groundwork for myself to really make sure when it comes to November, I can punch that 50,000 words right in the face and rock it for my first NaNoWriMo. So that's my secondary goal. My first goal is to write the first book of this series. My second goal, I already have a book in mind. I have a bit of ideas that I've jotted down for it. I have a bit of time to flesh it out some more, but that's what I'm going to do for NaNoWriMo. It won't be the book I'm doing right now. It'll be a different book so that I can stick to the full 50,000 words of a book, or at least the starting point of a book, because not all books are 50,000 words, for November. So if you're interested in that and you want to see some of my writing journey, you think it sounds cool, you think it sounds exciting, you want to see how I do and whether I can hit this awesome goal that I've set for myself, stay tuned, check back with me. I am going to make sure that some YouTube time and blog time is going to be in this planner so that I can take you along on this journey with me. So thanks so much for checking in, and checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed your time here in my corner. So thank you so much. Again, I just feel like I'm just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you. I'm gonna peace out now. Take care of yourselves. Bye. I started getting hives. I started breaking out. That's how anxious I get when I start talking about I didn't do something that I had set out to do and how my priorities shifted and all that good stuff. So it literally started making me break out.